from Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the LSU Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Lane Kiffin before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. He's got the back in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Some misdirection with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. He'll pull it down. Powers through the defender. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And how about this defense, man? A lot of times on 4th and long, you see conservative calls where they back up in heavy zones. Man, they bring pressure, catch them off guard a little bit, speed up the thought process, do a nice job of mixing it up. And because of that, they force the 4th down, incompletion, and they get the football back.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Back to throw, it's Levitt. They're working that left side. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a 1st down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quarterback making adjustments. The inside handoff. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get... Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff, Durham running left. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Touchdown, LSU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll send the back in motion. Here's a heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on fourth.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on fourth.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it. It's Durham. Stuff, stop, no chance. This defensive line won the battle, and they got the football back with a fourth down stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Catch in the middle, it's Evans. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Taylor wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Mississippi State right back to the line.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They'll give it to Fluff. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. There's a crease. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll run it with Bothwell. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the counter play. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. They'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Position to start this drive at their own 47. Taylor wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Finds his big tight end. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
LSU will get a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Now on first down from the 28. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. And he never had a chance.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. To the air, it's Levitt. Finds his man, it's Green. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft.
There he goes. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Sends it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Evans. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a gift to Bothwell. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Taylor wants to throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Running to Green. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Harris. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Back to throw, it's Levitt. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Handoff, Caden Durham. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. LSU right back to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
On first down, it's Durham again. Shakes off the defender. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Harris. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Tigers! That one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Picks up the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Taylor wants to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Finds his man, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Wants to throw it again. He'll take the deep shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Now give it to Fluff. Can't get him to the ground. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
On first down, it's Bothwell again. This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Taylor wants to throw it. It's complete to the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature him in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting him the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Looking to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
You know, I feel for this offense. If they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. And here comes the offense on second down. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Bulldog! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Wilson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Takes a handoff. It's Berry. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation. They've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run. And I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Their field, this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Sends it back in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's got it again. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Taylor wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
They'll give it to Fluff. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. Bothwell again, and he's dragged down. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
You got to call the game to win it right now. Less than a minute to go. A field goal is going to do it for you. Every time you drop back and throw the ball, you're risking taking a sack. So if you're going to throw it, the ball's got to come out quickly. But I think at this juncture, you'd love to be able to run and give your field goal kicker a chance.
On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best field position and angle possible to go and kick this game-winning field goal.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's a gift to Bothwell. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Hands it off. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And it's good! And they go back on top. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.